Hey there, what's up guys? Bryan here. Today let's talk about practicing triads and putting it into context with a piece of music. I did a two-part video on how to find the shapes of the triads on the first and the second string set. So I thought it'd be very nice to find a piece of music which features major and minor chords, the Canon in D piece. The reason why we might want to do that is because it's always a good idea to put something that we're learning into context. Playing along with songs or trying to find your own way through different chord progressions by using something that you're learning really helps you to remember the shapes. Otherwise, I find that a lot of the time, if I've just gone through a page full of shapes and I've not really put them into use, put them into context, I'll very quickly forget them. Let's talk about the Canon in D progression. Okay, it's in the key of D major, and the chords are D, A, B minor, F sharp minor, G, D, G, A. As always, we're going to look at it in terms of the numbers. So in the key of D, D is going to be 1, goes to the 5, goes to the 6, which is a minor chord, goes to the 3, which is also a minor chord, 4, 1, 4, 5. For more information on the theory side of things and how I go about thinking of those chords, there'll be a video up soon in the theory playlist of my YouTube channel, and it's going to talk about the harmonization of the major scale, which is essentially stacking notes up in one scale, which gives us all the chords that we need in one key. So let's do the triads on the top string set. Okay, let's start on D over here. There are two ways of doing this, right? The first way is that I would look for the root note of the next chord in this sort of area. Next chord is A, so I know that we've got an A here. The next chord is B minor, and I know that there's a B here. So I'm thinking of the shapes surrounding the root note. And of course, F sharp is here. G is just here. And then D, G, A. And you can take this idea further by moving it to the next inversion. After the D shape third on top, we can look at fifth on top. And this time, rather than looking at where the root notes are, let's look at the top note. Okay, I explained in the previous video introducing to you the idea of thinking of the top note as like the melody note or the guiding note. So we've got A on top, like the fifth on top. The next chord is going to be A major. So you'll have to think about what are the notes in A major. We've got A, C sharp, and E. We've got A here, okay, it's a shared note between the D major triad and the A major triad. Takes us into the idea of looking at common tones, right? Which is basically shared notes within two chords. It's a really good idea to know that, because when it comes to actually playing chords as accompaniment, or even when you are improvising and playing solo single line melodies, it's a good idea to stay as close as possible to where you are sometimes, rather than moving it all over the place. And instead of going to this B minor, because we've done that in the previous exercise, we'll go up to this B minor. And for the next F sharp, you can look at, are there any common tones in between B minor and F sharp minor? And the answer is there is, because it's on here. The F sharp, that's where we are. Then with G, I don't want to go back to the root position because I've already practiced that. Let's go up to here. Back to A. Sorry, G. Back to the 1 chord. D. 4 chord G. To the A major. And then lastly, on this string set, there's another place you can play it, starting on here. D, A, B minor, F sharp minor, G, D, G, A. And then we finished the practice for the first string set. And you can try this, of course, on the other string sets. But for the purpose of keeping this video short, I'll leave that task to you. Feel free to actually do the exercise and video it and send it to me. I'd like to see your thoughts on this and your progress as well. And let me know how you think of this exercise, because I think it's brilliant. I think that it's really helped me in thinking about the chords of the progression. So getting used to the chord progression itself, it's helped me think about what notes are actually in those different chords. Are there any shared common tones? What are the different tones, so the different notes of the chords? Thirdly, it's helped me know my way around about the fretboard a lot quicker, since I'm doing a lot of mental calculations, right? And then, last but not least, you're getting to actually use triads and putting them into a piece of music. So that's about it for today. In the next video, we can talk about the next step for practicing triads. We're probably going to use the same song. So if you can, try and memorize this chord progression, Canon in D. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends. And subscribe to this channel as well for more videos like these. Cheers.